Good morning, welcome. The reason I'm putting out this series of videos, which I'm calling Living Christian Traditions at Home, is that I understand that parents currently during this time of lockdown don't have the opportunity to take their children to be a part of a church community. And so I want to offer ways that you can teach some of the important lessons of Christianity in your own home. Now, something that I enjoy as a bit of a hobby is doing origami. And what I'd like to do is show you a simple model that you can do at home that teaches some very valuable lessons for the feast we've just come through this past Sunday, the baptism of our Lord. So you're going to need 8 square pieces of paper, and each one you'll fold in half diagonally. So that you get something that looks like this. And then you're going to open it up and do the same on the opposite diagonal. Open it up and once again fold it in half into a rectangle. Now, believe it or not, you're almost done at that point. You're going to open it up again, and 2 of the corners you're going to fold up to the center, sort of like you're making a model airplane, paper airplane. So the paper will look like this, and then you'll just push in this corner and you'll end up with something that looks like that, a parallelogram. So now, once you've made 8 of those, and I've already made the other 7 for my own project, you will take each one, open up this end, slide in a new one, so you have something like this, and then fold down the extra corner like that to hold the 2 together. And you'll continue to do that for all 8 pieces. When you're done, you'll have a large octagon with a circle opening in the center. I'm almost through here so that you can see the finished product. Now, I've used origami paper, but you can use any square piece of paper that you'd like, anything that you have at home. I know during lockdown, you're not in any hurry to go rushing out to Michael's or some other craft store. So just work with what you have at home. Now, just the last piece going in place here. So now I have completed the model. As you can see, it looks like this, but pieces can slide, particularly once you get the first time. The pieces slide back and forth because what it is, the model you've just made is called a focus circle. It looks very much like the focus in your camera lens. But when I first saw it, there was another image that came to my mind. Because if you look at it quite closely when it's wide open, it looks like an overhead view of the shape of a font. And on this time of the baptism of our Lord, I think it's important that we take time to think about our baptism. And perhaps the idea of focus is a good way of thinking about baptism. As we focus on the promises that we have made to follow Jesus, as we think about the promises to love our neighbor as ourselves, the promises to strive for justice and peace among all people, the promises to safeguard our world and God's creation, as we start to focus on those things, there's something that happens. There is a transformation. And I like to look at it in terms of this simple origami model. That as we seek to live out those vows, as we live God's way, we take that baptism, we take our focus, and we can become God's superstars. Thanks a lot for spending this time with me this morning. God bless you in your ministry, in your home. Hopefully these simple video messages give you some way that you can share your faith in your family over the coming week.